What's up, great people of the world? This is Gun Legacy Davis. Um, I had done many lectures in the past, and you can look at my page and my lectures, and you know, and they vary. They're different from time to time. Some are a little out there. Some are pretty clear and shocking, and like all philosophers, I follow a lot of Ellen Watts, KRS-One, McKenna. There's many of them. I don't consider myself the best philosopher in the world or the best speaker. I'm only human. That's the thing. I'm only human. And what I'd like to talk to you about now is at least once in our lives, we ask, probably more than likely ask ourselves, why is the world in the position that it's in? Why is there so much hate, envy, jealousy, competition? Why are these traits put in place for us? And I find it astonishing and funny because when we're born, when we're born into this world, we're all innocent, like a clean slate, like a page that hasn't been written on, like just innocent. None of us are born hateful, envious, jealous. Well, to a point, none of us have hate in our hearts when we are birthed into this world. There's no human that has hate in his heart or her heart. No human at birth has any envy in his heart or her heart. No human at birth has anything to do with the propensity of competition. None of us. And this is where I find it interesting because, yes, it's true. We're born. First thing you got to have is a birth certificate. And we're signing our names. We're signing our names, constantly signing social security numbers. We're signing social security. Signing our names and signing and everything's signing. And if you sign something, you're pretty much obligated to follow that rule. The rules. Well, as children, the only one who gives us rules are our parents. It's safe to say. Our parents, we listen to our parents. Our parents ground us, they lecture us, they scold us, and when we're 18, we're on our own. And we enter a world that we enter a society that there's nothing wrong with the society. This is not where I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards why is there so much dysfunction in society. So when we're 18, we enter society and we're adults. We're free. We make our own choices and decisions. But that's false. That's wrong. Here's why. We never, ever make our own choices and decisions. Okay? There's laws laid down for us. And in a deceitful way, without physically, emotionally, or mentally enforcing us, even manipulating us without even that, we live in a system that somehow controls us magically. Like, okay, for instance, we have to work a 9-to-5 job to live. We have to work a 9-to-5 to pay our bills so we can feed our families, eat, pay rent, pay bills, pay taxes, and car insurance, house insurance, property insurance, and all this. But all that was created through, I don't even want to say world leaders, a business system. Okay? And this business system has laws in place for us. Okay? And we never, ever have the sense that, yeah, we're free. We're just freedom. We live in a free country, in the United States of America, where I'm from. It's a free country, but we're never actually free, and we feel it. You know, you're driving down the road. Say it's 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and you come to a red light. It's foggy, dark, black. It's black. There's no cars on the road, but it says no turn on red. We have choices. Most of us won't turn on red because it says do not turn on red. Now, as adults, we should make up our own minds and have minds, okay, that are mature enough to know there's no cars coming at 4 in the morning my way. I could look every which way and see no cars. Why can't I'm going to turn? I'm going to make that right or left hand turn, even if the light's red. See? But we don't. The government system makes us feels like we're incapable of being adults. We're incapable of making our own choices and decisions. So they do it for us. If nobody broke the law, there'd be no such thing as laws. And I have a funny feeling they wouldn't like that. See, each and every one of us are still, as we were as children, innocent, caring, loving, compassionate, generous human beings. You say, no, there's killers, there's murderers, there's this and that, there's robbers. Well, yes, there is. And it's because, why? Because the system we live in, the business system and government system we live in, warps our emotional state. It actually warps it. It actually creates false emotions that aren't even us. It makes us angry and makes us form these character traits that cause crime. None of us are criminals. None of us would ever want to be called the bad guy. Who would ever want to be called really a bad guy, a bad person? Nobody. Nobody wants to be viewed as a bad person in a low life. But when they get upset and things happen, they get scolded. You broke the law. Now, the court system comes into play. Police. They physically control you and me. Notice now, we're adults. We're old enough to make our own choices and decisions. And each and every one of us would make the right decision if we didn't live in this system of governance. But it's sad because we do. And there's money circulating. Money, I had once said before, money is actually the invisible ball and chain on our ankles. We actually subconsciously not realizing that by collecting money and passing it through one hand throughout the other, and in other hands, we never own money. Nobody owns money. Nobody ever owns it. Even if you save money, you don't own it. Money ruins people. It actually ruins them. Even the people who save money, they get a big head on their shoulders. I don't want to go there. I don't want to assume things, but this is a fact. That money is a ball and chain we put on our ankles without knowing that we punch our time clock and put this ball and chain on and leave and unlock our own ball and chain. It's called the dollar bill. We all need it because if we didn't have a dollar bill, we couldn't eat. Right? We couldn't eat. We'd die. You'd die if you didn't make money. You'd die. And the government system's so set up that there's a thing called SEER school, survival, evade, capture, and they teach you how to hunt, trap, live off the land, survive. But this SEER school is only found, you can only learn about this living off the land in the military. A military is all about war. Okay? You know. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. And little do we know, it's not hard to study and how to live off the land in case we needed to in a national emergency or a national disaster and we needed to live off the land. We could learn quickly. We have this thing that I'm on right now called a cell phone, a website, internet. Website, site of a web for a spider to get internet, a net trapping, whatever. But it's up to you how you want to use this thing. I use it for educational purposes. Some use it, and some get bit in the ass by it. There's nothing wrong with technology, but there is. There really is. But I once said cell phones are this. I had my own opinion about cell phones, and I didn't agree with cell phones. But I changed my opinion. I kind of. So, you know, if you use it for educational purposes, the internet's a great thing. Anyways, back what I was saying. Now, our daily conversations, our average conversations every day amongst society, put on CNN, put on Fox News, put on the daily news channel. I mean the national news channel. The way they conversate is throwing opinions out about another person. What they do, how they act, who they are, and these people talking about this other person think that they are telling you who this person really is. Nobody can tell you who you really are but you. You're you. All these opinionated conversations about what somebody did today and how they affected you emotionally and why we're so... It's not our fault to feel that way. So here's where we need help. It's called self-governance. It's called inner enlightenment. It's called spirituality. It's called meditation. It's called gaining inner light force, the inner light force strength. Raising your inner vibration frequency. We're all energy. When we raise our frequency of vibration, we all are great people. See, the universe, we're all one with the universe. See, here's where we went wrong. 200,000 years ago, there was no such thing called language or words. And these words we speak create a lot of problems. So just imagine, what if there's a word out there that has never been created that is an emotion that we can't explain what it is and how we feel? Well, I've done a lot of studying, and I found that there is a word for what's behind existence in the universe, and it's actually a feeling, a sensation, or emotion that there's no word for. Now, these words that are structured 200,000 years ago, like I said, there was no words. It's all intuition, feelings and emotions, intuition, love. Caring, compassion, giving to your neighbor. This is how we lived. We lived through love, helping tribes. Tribes helped us. Tribes were giving. Your ancestors were giving, caring people that had nothing to do with war. They were territorial, but you know, nowadays we can't go to the store without hearing somebody talking about somebody else and assuming that's how they are. And this person hears that and they say, wow, they said that about me? They don't really know me. I'm going to... See? And that's one way that the crimes start. There's many ways that crimes start. Drugs. There's drugs in this country. It's not our fault. What? Who's in control here? Us or the government? Okay? The government puts drugs here. They know exactly where it comes from. There's drones. There's the Patriot Act. They don't do nothing about it. They arrest us, make us pay court fees, costs. They put us in cages. when we should be rehabilitated and counseled in many which ways, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, addiction-wise. No, they put us in jail, prison, which makes people worse, if not crazier, if not. Somebody did something wrong. We'll throw them into jail. We'll throw them in a cage. It's not our fault. It's their fault, right? Wrong. Wrong. Now you might want to question what. Wait a minute. These murderers who shoot movie theaters up, with Batman movies and concerts up and this and what Republicans at a baseball game, and are these people bad guys? Well, I don't believe in murder, and I have nothing to do with. I don't agree with murder, but think about this here. These are upset people. Who knows who the bad guy really is? 9/11. I'm not a terrorist. The CIA wants to look this up and tap into what I'm doing. They know damn well I'm not a terrorist. You could look at my background any which way you want. I'm about peace. I try to strive for peace. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And if you're like me, you should understand that the only thing that we're actually in touch and tune with is nature. Not our homes, not our cars, not our money. Nature. Not our job. Not commercials, not television, not movies when people act like somebody else. They're actors and they act like they're killing people. Nature. Not commercials that tell you to buy alcohol. Nature. Not fast food cheeseburger commercials that tell you to eat these preservatives to make you fat and kill you. Nature. And they do have a cure for cancer. They won't tell you that. Population control. People have to die. Well, that's what they want. It's the system. And they'll probably cut me off. A lot of you probably won't not even hear this. I might get 100 views when it should go viral. Peace starts with you. Gain inner enlightenment through meditation, spirituality. Build yourself up. Build yourself up so powerful that no enemy or negativity shall prosper on you. Nothing. We would live in a world of peace. I said, one person can't create world peace alone. But that one person who gains inner enlightenment shall thrive in a world of peace. No matter what. And look beyond the smoke and mirror. Take a look at real reality and nature. Take a walk in the woods. Try to see things through a different perspective here, because they got us blinded, you see. But they give us eye candy, like they tell us go shopping. They create these. No, we create the material objects that are put in stores. We slave for them to get money. We need money to live, so we create these items and objects. We buy at stores to make us happy. Well, I got money. I can go shopping and buy yachts and a new couch, new table, furniture, and knickknacks, and whatever it is. See, that's how they got us hooked. Get us hooked. So, next time you watch the news, like CNN, or take a listen to your average conversation when you're in public, or CNN, or when you're in a. Everybody wants to know what you're doing, where you work, how's the kids. Some of them care. Most of people don't care. They're just out to get you, and they don't even mean it. Remember when I said we're all born innocent, caring, compassionate human beings, and when we depart this earth, that's who we're supposed to be when we depart. And that's who we are when we depart, whether we know it or not. But we act like we're pissed off all the time. We're really not. Sometimes we really do get pissed. And this is where, everything I said today is my opinion. I don't encourage any hate, radicalism, prejudice, any negativity through this lecture. This lecture is just to make people aware of the foundation in which a governance system created around nature. We're living animals. We're creatures of nature too. So take care. God bless. Peace, love, unity. Glenn Legacy Davis. Take care.